Hello there guys and welcome. The weather might be a bit choice, but the stock certainly isn't. Austin yellow BMW M4 with some fantastic subtle modification and upgrades aesthetically. Let me tell you, this thing is absolutely immense and I cannot wait to tell you just why this 426 brake horsepower behemoth should be definitely considered as your next car. So let's stop talking and get stuck in. Austin yellow metallic paintwork, absolutely incredible. It's almost got a tinge of green in certain lights, like the tricolour or the pearlescent cars of the past. It's a very rare colour, it's a very statement colour, but it's a very statement car. So this is one that I can wholeheartedly get behind. LED headlights with LED daytime running lights. You've got your honeycomb black grille and you've got the bespoke M bumpers all across. Here you've got your front parking distance control. As you can see all across there, you've got wicked angular M bespoke bumpers, gloss black kidney grille. The crash bar behind has been colour coded to Estral blue. It's just an awesome looking bit of kit. Obviously your brake calipers are also Estral blue behind your 666M style competition alloys. It's just a fantastic looking car from every angle. Carbon fibre wrapped M4 just here. As you can see on the side vent, the car is dripping in additional extras. Austin yellow mirrors with gloss black styling, gloss black window surround. Have a carbon fibre roof direct from factory, shark fin antenna, and down here you've got a nice aftermarket CT carbon splitter. Not carbon fibre, it's just the brand of CT carbon, which against the already extended M specific flared side skirt gives it a really nice aesthetic appearance and stance. Tinted privacy glass, and as Wiz Khalifa says, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. It looks amazing together. You've got a really nice carbon rear lip just here. Fantastic, again, optional extra. And moving down, you've got the black M4 badge and the BMW, just so you know, LED rear lights. Now at the back of this car is where it gets really awesome, really quickly, and I'm sure you'll agree. BMW badge, where it was previously sold at EAG, shout out to those guys. M4, now brace yourselves folks. Oh yeah, that's a lot of carbon fibre, and that is an M performance exhaust. As you can see, it looks absolutely incredible along the back down here. Dripping in carbon, dripping in style, rear parking distance control. This M4 has everything, and it's also got quite a lot of space in the boot. Now there's a quick taster of what the interior has in store for you. But as you can see, this is littered with options and convenience features. It's just a fantastic looking M4. Here you've got a little reverse camera, and let's just take a moment to appreciate the beauty of what this car is from another angle. You can see now, in a bit of a doomy gloomy mid-morning, that paintwork is still showcasing itself in the best way possible. No dents, no dinks, nice straight lines all the way across this car, meticulously looked after, and one that we're very proud to have here at Emerald HQ. As you'll know, we've got a reputation for being probably the best car dealership in the UK, and it's examples like this of why we are proud to display that moniker. But now I'm going to show you what the interior has in store. So you can see, first off, centre console dripping in carbon fibre, and there's a sneak peek. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is a Sakhir orange merino leather interior against the yellow. Some might love it, some might hate it, but for me it just oozes the style, charm, class and statement that an M car should have. If I just pan out a little bit for you, I think you'll actually understand and agree that that works ever so well. So what can I tell you about the interior? Well, I can tell you, you've got electric memory seating just here with lumbar support. You've got automatic lights, you've got LED headlights, you've got fog lights, you've got lane display, lane assist. Moving on to your half leather door card, you've got obviously your 2 front windows are electric, your rear ones are fixed. Folding mirrors that are also electrically adjustable. You've got an old school analog display, not full black panel, but it doesn't take anything away from how nice and how simplistic and stylish the design is of the cockpit. You've got a Napa leather 3-spoke multifunction steering wheel with the M contrast stitching. You've got cruise control, you've got driving modes. M1 is quite subtle and tame, but it gives you a nicer note. M2, well, technically put, that's all out, balls out, and that will totally transform your driving experience. You can configure that so you only have paddle shift, you don't have traction control. There's many different options that you can do, but that is almost taking it to the future. Voice control, volume control, mode and Bluetooth telephone. You've of course got paddle shift, indicators, high beam assist, auto wipers. The car is just etched in style. Carbon fibre all throughout, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Exactly what you would expect from a car of the M4 stature. Nice professional media there, or Pro Nav. Air vent system, CD player and modes. You've also got your air conditioning, which is dual zone, and heated seats. Moving down, you've got storage. This will actually pop out. You've got 2 cup holders, and down here you've got the famous DCT semi-automatic gearbox. Now these are, along with DSG, one of the better gearboxes available. Simply you have drive or sports mode, and on these, this little button here, if you click it, which I'll show you very shortly, on the instrument cluster, that will change the sharpness and the severity of how snappy the gear change is. So if you tick it up to the full 3 bars, that will give you almost a track-like race car almost esque feel, and that will be short, sharp, snappy, probably throw you back in your seat. But if you put it down to the lowest bar, that will be almost a comfort setting, and the gear changes in between the transition you probably wouldn't even realise. On here you've got the button that's for the Brave, which is traction control, and here you have all your different options and configuration of how you would like your driving experience. In here you've got your parking control and your parking sensor noise, and on here you've got the synonymous BMW iDrive. This will of course control your instrument cluster just up here, not instrument cluster, sorry, your media control system, and that will allow you to go through media, radio, menu, sat nav and the car configuration. Under here you've got your USB and auxiliary in, and that will also push forward depending on where you want to position your arms. You'll see here it's very clever, and the BMW will tell you, due to the temperature it's currently at, the highest point of which you can rev the car. Now these buttons here, as I said, are your drive configure mode, so if I click on them you can see I can change the engine setup on how it drives. So we can have Sport Plus. The suspension you can have in comfort, so it's not too firm, and the steering you can have Sport Plus, which is the most responsive, or you can have comfort, which gives it a nice easy light feel. High beam assist, if you click that button there, that is your high beam assist. And the media center, don't worry about the lines, it's not on the camera, it's just my phone. So there you go, that is your satellite navigation system. You can zoom right the way in, and there's plenty of options of which you can do. So if you click on the button here, the little circle, and you push it right, that will bring up your option panel, and on here you can change all the bits of what you would like to do. For me, I would always have perspective on there, and that just changes all the map. Now onto the menu, multimedia, so that could be CD, DVD. Obviously your DVDs won't work when you're driving, you would need to enable video in motion, which most aftermarket car coders can do. You've got a hard drive, USB, your phone, iPods if they're still a thing, and you can change how your sound is delivered. There is no Harman Kardon on this, so you don't have the option to set that up. Radio, you've got AM, FM, DAB. Basically, you've got DAB, you wouldn't need anything else. Bluetooth telephone, you can see, click on Bluetooth devices, and it's easy to add a new device. Scrolling down, navigation, we've been on Office, Connected Drive, so that's BMW Connected Drive. You would need to speak to your dealer in order to set that up, just in case you need an activation key. Vehicle information, you can click on this. This is probably the most important one, so you can see how eco you're driving, quick reference, picture search. If you click on Owner's Handbook, what you can do, this keypad is actually a touchpad. So if I do a B, and if I do an S, and there you go, that would bring up ABS. That is your top trick for today. Onboard computer, trip computer, vehicle status or sports displays. If you click on them, it gives you the power and the torque. It's just nice when you really want to give it a nice, proper, enthusiastic drive on a weekend. If you click on vehicle status, you'll see this is the main one: tyre pressure monitor, reset, oil level, engine oil, service requirements, and check control. Check control will be if your doors are open, if you're running out of fuel, anything of that nature. Now if you click on this, you'll see you can bring up the service history. So on here you've got 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, and we ourselves have carried out a service here as part of our prep. But you can see all of these have been done by a BMW main dealer. That first one in 2015 at 1,038 mile being the most important. If you're a car guy and you know your M cars, you'll know that the running in service is of course the most crucial. So now we'll go back onto the nav, because there's not really much more to show you regarding that. Your aircon, like I say, dual zone. If I turn one side up and one side down, we've got heated seats just here if we want those on. And what we'll do, I'll show you now. So the button here, this is what I was on about. So if I put that into drive and I press that, you can see now next to the D, that will tell you how sharp and severe your gear changes are. That is comfort, that's okay, that's track mode ideally. You can knock that across again and that puts it into manual, or you can of course use the flappy paddles at any time. To change it out, you simply put your gear stick back to the right hand side. In the rear of the car, no marks, no scuffs, no scratches. There are ISOFIX points, so it is a good car for children as well. Not a lot of leg room, but if they're only little, they wouldn't miss it anyway. 2 cup holders, and you've also got a nice little bit of storage just in the back. Merino leather. It's a great looking, great sounding car. And speaking of great sounding, if I flick that into M2 mode, you'll now hear this. Now that is in the standard M2 mode, but if I take that out, you'll hear the baffles and the Valvetronic exhaust die down, and you've got the normal mode. But again, if you turn it on, you'll hear the baffles change, and there you go. We don't obviously rev the cars from cold here, so we're not going to do any further explanations of that. But you can tell that if you do put it in the M2 mode, that is where the real noise and real character and charm of an M car comes into play. But before I go, let me just remind you that every car at Emerald, including this absolutely stunning Austin Yellow M4, are all treated for the Emerald 128 point check prior to retailing. This covers cosmetics, it covers mechanical, and it's a full in-depth check before it comes on the pitch, before I make these videos, to ensure that we can offer you the car at the best that it can possibly be. It gives you lots of reassurance and confidence when buying from us, the best car dealership in the UK. If you've got a part exchange, we'd be more than happy to hear from you. If you're looking for finance, we've got a vast array of lenders that can help you out. Basically, there's nothing that we can't do here, and we would love to hear from you soon. So if you do have any questions, please contact us today and we'll be more than happy to assist. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.